Y'all see this? This the 14th Amendment. All right. This is this is the amendment that the people who call themselves black and African American think that they are under. Okay, they think that this 14th Amendment is about human beings. Okay, that's what they think because they won't read the law. Okay, but this is what all politicians know. Understand that all y'all that's calling yourself black and African American and white and think the 14th Amendment is about human beings, talking about, oh, the 14th Amendment say we 3/5 of a human being. Where does it say human being in here? Wait. Now, here's where knowing the law comes in at. Here's where understanding that these people don't use the Webster's dictionary to write their code and policy. They use the Black's Law Dictionary, a dictionary called the American Dictionary of the English Language. Right, all you people who use the Webster's Dictionary, you don't understand that the Black's Law Dictionary, fourth edition, that dictionary has all of the words and definitions that they use in law. Okay, that can't be changed. I understand that you people think that, they got the fifth edition, sixth edition, seventh edition, eighth edition, all the way up into what, the 11th or 12th edition of the Black's Law Dictionary. Yeah, that's to confuse you. It's to confuse you. You see, but if you look at the fourth edition, you see, that's what they don't want you to understand. That the fourth edition, Black's Law Dictionary, fourth edition, supersedes them all because it actually has the definitions of the words that they use in law. So you understand the meaning of the words that they use in law. You see, all of y'all that don't refer to the fourth edition to understand the words and the definitions that they use in law, in their code and policy, you are the problem. You're leading people astray. Now, I'm going to break this down to you. Whether you want to understand it or not, understand you're on a belief system, not a knowing system. Okay, so after I read this to you, don't comment. Go back and look at the Black's Law Dictionary, fourth edition, to see if I'm telling the truth. All right? Go do that first. Because all politicians know this. That's what they use against you, ignorance of the law. And what does that mean? Ignorance of the law? That means you don't read nothing. You read history books and look at TV and think that that's real, and it's not. It's all fake. History books are fake. TV is fake. The law is real. What they write down is real. And if you don't read what they write down, you are the problem. And if you don't understand the definitions of the words that they use in law, you are the problem. Someone once told me, you are not considered a man if you don't know the laws of the land that you live on. Now, the first law of the land is the Constitution, the articles of the Constitution. Article 6 of the Constitution specifically states that peace treaties shall be the supreme law of the United States. So that means that with the 14th Amendment, they can't write anything over peace treaties. So this 14th Amendment is not about human beings. It's about companies. 3/5 of a human being is a company. Yeah. It has a head, it has a body, and it can do business. That's 3/5 of a human being. Now, let's break down this 14th Amendment. All persons born or naturalized. Now, what does all persons mean? Persons means companies. What does born mean? Created. All companies created or naturalized. What does naturalized mean? That's why you have to go through immigration to come to this country. Because once you come here, you create a company. And your company becomes a United States company. Get it? Naturalized in the United States. And subject to the jurisdiction thereof. All companies are subject to the policies of the United States. Understand that. The 14th Amendment is talking about companies. It's not talking about human beings. Black's Law Dictionary, 4th edition, look up the definition of persons. A person is a company. Black's Law Dictionary, 4th edition, look up born. Born means created. That's why you guys think that the 14th Amendment is about human beings, but it doesn't say human beings. It clearly states persons. And according to the United States, they are talking about companies. And this is where the kicker comes in. You're volunteering. You're volunteering to be considered a company and not a human being. How are you volunteering? You don't read the law. You don't read the law. That's how you're volunteering. Understand that. I didn't understand it until I read the law. Now I understand. There's a difference between a natural person and an artificial person. And yes, a natural person can be connected to an artificial person. How do they do that? Your parents do it with the birth certificate. They connect you, the human being, to a company. It's called the parents' worksheet for the birth certificate. If you've ever had a child in the hospital, they give you something called the parents' worksheet for the birth certificate. It's for an infant, a baby, a minor. Once you make 18, you're an adult. You're American. On this soil, they're American names. 1933 House Resolution 75. It clearly states that the American names are the Els, the Bays, the Alis, the Muhammads. So once you make 18, you're considered an adult. You can do an adult name change. You're not black or African American, you are American. You don't come from Africa, you come from here. They're lying to you. The 13 colonies, those people were in servitude to their king of England. Had nothing to do with us. You were tricked into slavery with their history books their movie Roots, 1866 Black Codes, and 14th Amendment treason.